So I'm currently rendering the video that hopefully you are watching right now. And yeah, I thought I'd make a top 10 of all the spooky playing cards that I wanted, or the top 10 of just spooky playing cards in general for this Halloween season. I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you watch it through. I hope you agree, but if you don't agree with, let's get that light out of the way. If you don't agree with my choices, you can tell me in the comments, you can say what your top 10 is, but yeah. Thank you for being here. As a quick honorable mention, I'm just going to put the bicycle rider backs here, preferably the orange and black edition, to fit in with the Halloween theme of this video. But yeah, we all know, we all love the rider backs. These are easily like $4 a deck, and yeah, the cheapest deck on this list. But yeah, so I have to put these in honorable mentions. At number 10 we have the October Fultons playing cards. These are released by Art of Play. I love how the tuck case looks, very matte, very whimsical. I love the characters, I love the purple, but this is the best part of the deck. If we move on, we see that it has an all black design which tends to chip away over time, so I'm not too keen on getting something like that. Yeah, and the design themselves quite interesting, but yeah, not rushing to get these. 10th place. Number 9, I've decided to put the Illusionists Black Legacy series. This was a tough call between these and the Fultons for number 9 and number 10. But ultimately these have a more rider back design and a more classic feel, so these beat out the Fultons. Yeah, so the all black design is something I'm not rushing to get because of the chipping. The design of the actual cards seem alright. This is a 3-deck set that I'm grouping together right now. So yeah, I think these are around, I think you can buy the whole set for $50, but yeah, I'm not rushing to get these. 9th place. In 8th place I have Illusionists Little Deck of Horrors. So these are pretty cool playing cards, right? The colors pop out very nicely and they have an almost Outrun feel. They're like a retro Outrun neon feel to them. All the skulls do have also have a Day of the Dead feel. But yeah, these playing cards look cool. They don't really fit my style, so that's why they are 8th on the list. But yeah, they look cool. No complaints. Yeah, right. 8th place. Alright, in 7th place, let me just try and get the name right. We have the Alreno de las Muertes playing cards. Another sort of Day of the Dead type design. You can go in the link in the description, there's a whole story behind this deck. But yeah, I put this 7th place. It fits more with my style than the previous deck. The orange and black is a nice touch and I think it fits well with Halloween. It also has lots of skeletons running around, but this is more of a Day of the Dead style. But they could fit very well into a nice Halloween style deck. The only problem with this deck is it's not printed by USPCC, so I'm not too sure about the handling of the deck, but if you look at the back design is pretty cool. I like the color scheme. I like the designs on the face cards and on the pips. The pips also seem to have a nice design. So yeah, 7th place. In 6th place, I've decided to put Daniel Madison's Hellions playing cards. I've loved this deck since it came out. The only reason it's 6th place is because I don't quite love it as much as the other decks above. But yeah, just look at that back design. The back design is so intricate, and it's filled with lots of ghoulish and almost devilish symbols, which I think would help get anyone amped for the Halloween season. Everything else is just pretty standard. The faces are more muted and there's less color to it, but it's okay with this deck. I think it fits well. The court cards, their faces are also customized to people that Daniel Madison knows and all that, so I couldn't tell you anything about that. But yeah, I'm putting Hellions at 6th place. My number 5 place, in my 5th place, we have the Bicycle Tragic Royalty playing cards. So this is a nice red and grey version of the Bicycle Riderback design. And though I'm sure that these cards will also chip as much as the black cards did, I'm not putting this as far down because I love the design of this deck so much. So this deck kind of feels like a Tim Burton designed deck. Does that make sense? So everything's all whimsical and warped, and yeah, so all the faces are a bit tragic, but more of a humorous tragic than anything else, and all the pips are sort of have whimsical swirls. But the best thing about this deck is that it glows under UV light, which I think would make a great addition to any Halloween repertoire. So yeah, Tragic Royalty, I'm putting you at number 5. In 4th place, we have a fun little deck given to us by Alex Pandrea. This is the Halloween Fear deck. So it's filled with lots of whimsical little, there we go, there's the picture I was looking for. Whimsical little Halloween symbols and with a Halloween banner on. The orange is a nice touch. I believe this deck is part of a trio. So there's a white one and a black one out. But the white and black one I think are retailing at $30 currently. This I believe is $13 at the moment. Yeah, so this is just a standard, the face of the cards are standard, but it's a nice fun little back design. And the best part about this deck is that it's for a cause. And let me just read what cause it is for. The American Humane Society. So they do sort of wellness and safety for animals, which I think is a brilliant message and a brilliant cause behind this deck. And the deck is fun, so yeah, 4th place. At number 3, I've decided to put the Bicycle 1900s playing cards, and I would like to tell you now that these are all my opinions, because I know this is a very standard deck of cards as far as design goes, and it's got the rider back design, standard faces. But I just love the aged nature of this deck, and I think the deck has a lot more stories than any design could tell, if you sort of get what I'm saying. It also has a feature that my friend Mark King would like. So yeah, I'm putting this at number 3 because I love this deck. I'd love to use this deck. I'd love to get my hands on this deck. Yeah, so everything's pretty standard. You get some nice jokers with it. But yeah, so it's just got that aged look. And I'd love this deck. So yeah, number 3. Alright, in 2nd place we have the Screams at Midnight cards. These were designed by Phil Smith and a guy named Kevin Rylek. I believe he had the concept for it. But yeah, this looks like this is just a fun little Halloween deck. It's filled with ghouls and squid and bats, and yeah. So the ace over there looks like an angry squid, and then you get some jokers. That's Frankenstein and Dracula. They seem to have body modifications. Okay, only Frankenstein. Yeah. So yeah, the faces are quite standard here. You can see with some slight color variation. But the best part about this deck is that it's 3D. Like, they designed the deck to be 3D and to be used with these 3D glasses, which I think is beautiful and amazing. So yeah, my friend Mark King also likes this deck of cards for he has his reasons. But yeah, I think this is a great deck of cards to use for Halloween, and yeah, takes my number 2 spot. And now for my number 1 choice for Halloween deck, and I believe this is my number 1 choice for a deck of cards in general, is the Campy Creatures deck. This was put out by Art of Play, and I fell in love with this deck the minute I saw it. So let's go through here. Here we have the back design, so it's got lots of intricate branchy like details and swirls. Got the eye in the middle and the bones border. I think the back design is pretty good, pretty nice, pretty standard. I love the back design actually. Yeah, so the back design is pretty standard. We got the pips, which are all these like doodly sketchy bits, which I think makes it a very childlike and playful design for the deck. And yeah, I love it. Oh, I exited something there. Yeah, we got some ghouls coming out of the tuck case, which is beautiful. But the best part about this deck is that I'm a fan of classic monster movies, and all of the court cards in the deck look like posters for all these classic monsters. Like, got the werewolf, aliens, and vampire. I believe that's the Invisible Man in the corner there. Yeah, so I just fell in love with this deck the minute I saw it. And then I read some more of the features of the deck and the tuck case itself. Let's go there. The tuck case itself has glow-in-the-dark ink. And I'm a sucker for glow-in-the-dark ink. I'm a sucker for monster movies. I feel like this deck was tailor-made for me. So yeah, the tuck case has glow-in-the-dark ink, and that would just be super cool. And yeah, I fell in love with this deck. I'm putting it in my #1 spot. Out of play, if you want to send me a deck like this, that would be great. But yeah, the Campy Creatures deck takes my #1 spot. Yeah, so still rendering the video. Just thought I'd say thank you for making it this far. Yeah, so thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I put it up here at Nessie Roswell. Yeah, at _ Nessie Roswell for Instagram. So yeah, so like, subscribe, do whatever. Thanks.